Welcome back for today's session, kids. This is Hershey, your SST trainer. Today I am taking up chapter number 7, which is Water Resources of India, of your course book Time Travelers, a knowledge series by Amit Publishing House. So again, get ready for exercise, fill in the blanks to complete the information about water using the help box. Here are some words given in the box. You need to fill up these words with the appropriate sentence. So let's do together. Most of the earth's water is found in the, all you know this, most of the earth water is found in the oceans. Right? Oceans are huge body of dash water. It is huge body of salty water. We dash use ocean waters for drinking. Can we use this water? The ocean's water or the sea water for drinking purpose? No, we cannot use this water for drinking purpose. Next is very little of the water on the earth is dash water. It is fresh water. Right? Next is river and lakes are the sources of dash fresh water. It is the source of liquid fresh water. And the last one is icebergs and glaciers are the source of dash fresh water. Icebergs and glaciers are the source of, very good answers by you all. It is solid fresh water, right? So let's move ahead. Water is an important natural resource. Natural resource, we all know what is natural resource. Natural resource means the gifted by nature. It is not man-made. No human being or plant can live without it. What is very essential for all living things? We cannot live without water. We can live without food for some days, for few days. But we cannot live without water for few hours even. Water covers only 3/4 of the earth's surface. If we divide the earth into 4 parts, right? So, 3 parts of the earth is covered with water. Only 1% is left. So, but this water is salty because this water is present in oceans and seas. This is salty or saline water, right? And only 3% of water, of the total water, can be used by all the living things for their activities. Have you understood, kids? So let's start the sources of water. What is the main source of water on the earth? It is rain. Rain is the main source of water. So water can be found on earth's surface as well as below the surface. Yes, and that is called underground water or the groundwater, right? And when it rains, this water seeps into the ground, into the soil, right? And it reaches to the ground, and because of this water, the groundwater level increase, and we take out this water from the ground. So rain is the main source of water on the earth. It is, but the distribution of this water, what do you mean by distribution, kids? Distribution means when it rains, it is not evenly in India, right? Some areas receives a lot of rain and some areas receive less, and some areas like Rajasthan, they receive very less or no rainfall there, right? So based on their sources, fresh water that we get from bodies can be divided into two: surface water and ground water. River, ponds, lake, ocean, seas, right? All the water bodies are available on the surface of the earth. So this is called the surface water. And rivers that originates from mountains, from Himalayas. We have studied the snow, because when snow melts, it flows and this water flows into the river, and this river is called what? It is called the perennial river, right? Perennial river means this water, the river is filled with water throughout the year, right? So rivers that originates in the mountains get water from melting of the snow and rain, but the peninsular rivers, we have discussed about the peninsular region, right? So peninsular rivers like Godavari, Krishna, we had studied, Mahanadi, so they are seasonal rivers, right? Because these rivers are dependent only on rain, right? So groundwater is the water that seeps into the ground and ground into the earth's surface. Now, chief source of irrigation in India, agriculture is primarily depend on rainwater, right? For irrigation, we are dependent on rain. Given the next page are some means of irrigation in India. Let's see the some means of irrigation that we follow in India. So wells and tube wells are the examples, right? Wells and tube wells are dug into the ground to take out the groundwater. Wells are dug where underground water is available. In villages, wells are dug to get the groundwater to the surface. We take out this water, right? In case of water level is too deep, then the deeper hole is dug to reach this water, right? And this water needs to be brought on surface by wells and tube wells. Like we can use electric pumps, we can pull with the rope and bucket, this water can be pulled out, right? Or we can use the electric pumps. Tube wells are electric pumps that brings the water from the ground to the surface. It is called the tube wells. They are used in state of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. So we know the two means by which we take out the water, wells and tube wells. Let's see what next. It is tanks. Artificial reservoirs to store rainwater are known as tanks. So we make artificial means what? It is made by men. It is not gifted by nature. So artificial reservoirs to store rainwater in tanks for irrigation purpose, they are commonly used where? It is used in Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So tanks are being made to collect the rainwater, right? Now, next is canals. Canal is deep, long, wide, man-made channel. It is deep, it is long and it is wide. Long, wide and deep. It is again artificial channel. What it is used for? It connects the water body to the where it needs to be supplied. So it connects the water source to the where the water needs to be supplied, right? So do you remember the Indira Gandhi Canal, right? Indira Gandhi Canal brings the water to the Rajasthan state because there is a scarcity of water, right? So the sources of irrigation in Punjab, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal are canals, as they have very big rivers. So these rivers are connected with canals to the place where water needs to be supplied. Have you understood, kids? Let's move further. It is apart from storing water, dams are used for other purposes also. Dams, you all know dams. Dams is again artificial thing. It is made by men, right? So apart from storing water, dams are not only to store the water, but they are used for many other purposes, like this water is made to fall from height. Yes, you can see in this picture the water is made fall. The water is falling from height with big pressure, and because of this pressure the turbines move and electricity gets generated, and this is the hydroelectricity, because this electricity is made by water, so we call this hydroelectricity plant. So dams are not only storing water, it is used to generate electricity. They control floods and also a place for breeding fish. Fishes can be bred here, and it controls the floods because it is having the channels. These are called gates, right? So these gates, when the gates are closed, water is stored there. When the gates are opened, so water is flowing out of these gates. When a dam is built to serve more than one purpose, we call it multi-purpose project. It is being used for fishing, it is being used for irrigation, it is being used for generating electricity. So this is called the multi-purpose project. Have you understood, kids? Very good. Now, given below are some multi-purpose dams project in India. Here the picture of Bhakra Nagal Dam. It is built on Satluj River. We have learned the Satluj River basin, Ganga basin and Brahmaputra basin, right? It originates from Tibet. So Satluj River in Himachal Pradesh. So this is Bhakra Nagal Dam. Now next is Hirakud Dam. It is built on Mahanadi River. Where it is? It is in Orissa. You need to remember the states where it is made and on which river it is made. The name of dam, the river and the state name you must remember. So Hirakud Dam is built on Mahanadi in Orissa. Nagarjun Sagar Dam is built on river Krishna. It is in Andhra Pradesh, right? And Faraka Barrage, it is built across the river on Ganga, but it is in West Bengal. And the next is Damodar Valley Project. It is built across the river Damodar, and it is in West Bengal. So here you can see all the dams that are made on the rivers, right, and all belong to Eastern Coastal Ghats. Yes, Eastern Coastal Lines. Hirakud Dam, Nagarjun Dam, Faraka Barrage, Damodar Valley Project. It is in Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, right? So these states are part of Eastern Coastal Plains. Now, conservation of water. We have seen the importance of water, why water is needed, how we can store the water, right? So, conservation of water means how to save the water. Only 3% is fresh water on the earth and rest 3/4 is salty. So, that cannot used by us. So, we should use or store the water wisely. We should not waste it. Let's see how we can conserve the water. Water is an important source required for survival of all living beings. As I told you, water is very essential for all living beings. Even plants also needed. Without water, plants cannot be survived. So it is important for us to conserve the water. Practices like bathing and washing can be utensils, washing, it can be washing cars, washing utensils, or washing clothes, right? Washing and bathing in water bodies should be prohibited, right? We should not bathe and wash the utensils and clothes into any water body, because water gets contaminated, and this contaminated water can we use for this water for drinking? No, we cannot use it. And disposal of garbage, we should not dump the industrial waste, or we should not throw any garbage into the water bodies. And industrial waste pollute the water. This pollution leads to the loss of marine life. What is marine life, kids? It is again aquatic life. Aquatic life is the animals that are living in water. So this is marine life or aquatic life. It harms the aquatic life. Consumption of polluted water and marine organisms from these bodies affect the health of humans too. We cannot use this contaminated water, right? And marine life means some people like to eat fish, and we take the fish oil, right? This is very good for our heart related issues. But if the fish is in contaminated water, this can harm us too. And when we are eating this fish and using the fish oil, it can harm us, right? So it is very harmful for us. Some water conservation practices are given below. Let's see. Water recycling means water needs to be recycled, right? Cleaning contaminated water for reuse. Next, rainwater harvesting. We should store or collect the rainwater for future use. Storage of rainwater in wells, bore wells, etc., right, can be used further. Watershed development, what is it, kids? Storage of water in tanks. So have you understood, right? So let's see, again the chapter is over. It's time for revise the notes. Water is available as surface water and the groundwater. You have understood? Sources of water used for irrigation in India are, what are the sources? Wells, tube wells, tank, canal and dams. Dams help in what? It helps in irrigation, again electricity generation, prevention of flood and breeding of fish, and that is why these dams are called multi-purpose project. Water conservation is practicing by checking pollution, water recycling and watershed development and rainwater harvesting are some ways by which we can conserve the water for the living beings. So, reached to the last section of the chapter, which is answer the following question. First question is name of the source of water found in India. What is a dam? Name and briefly describe the chief sources of irrigation in India. Why are some dams referred to as multi-purpose project, and why is conservation of water is important? We have covered all these questions while explanation. So I would appreciate if you will do these questions on your own. This will help you in learning as well, right kids? So that's all for this chapter, kids. Hope you have enjoyed the session and learn to save water, do not waste it, and how the irrigation is happening in India. So see you in the next class of SST. Till then, stay excited for clamp of another videos. Bye students.